Hello, listeners and viewers, and welcome to the Real Talk podcast. I'm your host, Jacob, and I'm a student at Florida International University. In this podcast, we talk about all sorts of media-related topics, such as film, movies, TV shows, social media, all that kind of stuff. We're just regular people having a regular conversation about things we like, and hopefully, you guys like it too. Today, in our first episode ever, we have our first guest ever, my friend Gabriel. Hello, Gabriel.
Hey, what's up?
How are you doing today?
Pretty good. Can't complain.
Took us a while to set this up.
Yeah, it took us a while to set this up.
Took us a bit. So, obviously you're here because you like movies. So, how did you get into movies, film, all that stuff?
Well, I grew up going to the movie theater maybe like once a week, and every day after school I would basically rot in front of the TV and sort of like mark what shows I wanted to watch on the TV guide, and
I forgot.
That was my childhood. Yeah,
and basically same childhood. Just wake up, put on the TV. They have those morning Cartoon Network shows, Ben 10 and stuff like that. I'll eat breakfast, then go to school, then come back and do the same thing.
Oh yeah, Ben 10 is insane. I like
show.
Let's be honest, Ben 10 can probably destroy any other like character's world, right? Screw what the power screw what the power scalers say. Like Ben 10 having the Omnitrix on you can probably like destroy some guys like Universe. Like it's always like I mean maybe, but I mean he has a time limitation.
Exactly.
But like people are always like, oh, Goku can destroy this guy's universe. No, he can't go against Ben 10 because he has Alien X, and it's like that's it. That's where the line is drawn.
Yeah.
And then just continuing with Cartoon Network, you have like Uncle Grandpa. Like I think Uncle Grandpa could probably destroy anyone else's universe.
Has mind-altering reality powers.
Yeah, when he's like, oh, wouldn't want to be that guy, and then it's like, damn.
Just overall, Cartoon Network, amazing network to show cartoons. So that's where we grew up with. We grew up with Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, Disney Channel.
Yeah.
Social media, also YouTubers, Markiplier.
I didn't grow up watching a lot of Markiplier. I grew up watching a lot of PewDiePie, Smosh.
Yeah,
that was really weird.
Smosh is still great. I still watch them
every now and then, but Smosh has like kind of died.
They had the Smosh resurgence.
Yeah, after Ian and Anthony bought back Smosh, But I mean, humor's not too similar to how it was 10 years ago when they were like big. So
the world was not the same as it was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But we're going a little off.
Yeah.
So back to film and how we got involved with that. For me personally, I've always been loving film. I've been doing like broadcasting and stuff since middle school, and then high school. So I was part of the broadcasting team. And then in college, I actually started with engineering. Figured out that I hated it. I did a year, did up to physics 2. And I went to my advisor. I'm like, this is not cool. This is not for me. So went to now film. And here we are. Now we're doing a podcast.
And what was it? Was it like the math scared you, or?
Not the math. Well, the math was hard. Don't get me wrong. The math was horrendous. But it's just I didn't want to do that for the rest of my life type thing. Which I get the money is there. Which that's why I started doing it. But it's for me, I rather enjoy something, have something that I love doing for the rest of my life.
I mean, I can understand getting into engineering for the money. The RI is crazy, but I do know some engineers that do it for the money. And I will say, like, maybe they end up liking the job, but the difference between an engineer doing it for the money and then doing it for, the love of crafting something with their own hands is like, it's very different. The disparity is large, and it's there. So, I mean, if you were going to do engineering for the money and you left, like, I think that's a good thing, because you very well could have started hating it 20 years into your career. So
exactly, I was already hating it in college.
Yeah, so wise decision.
So here now, a digital TV multimedia production major.
But that's like a big shift. Why not something like architecture?
Because my whole life I was doing both. Because like at the same time I was doing broadcasting in middle school, I was also taking robotics class, and then I went to high school and I was an engineering major, not major, but like academy type thing.
Yeah.
But then also doing broadcasting for the 4 years of them, being part of the team, recording football games, doing PSA announcements and stuff like that.
Got it.
And then going to college, parents' big influence were like, money, because we
Yeah.
don't have any, so you should get some.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just ended up not liking it. And then I'm like, what is something that I actually do enjoy doing? That's something that I could work for my entire life, that I'm going to be happy doing for the rest of my life.
Mm-hmm.
And here we are, broadcasting, TV, podcasting, news. Yes, I love that kind of stuff. And I know that you're in engineering, right?
Yeah, I am. I'm currently in engineering, but yeah, during middle school and high school, all those years I was in broadcasting and involved in the arts, as I would say. I was very into film theory, and sort of screenwriting, and being able to make short films all throughout high school. So I guess we took sort of the opposite route, where it was I treated film and media and graphic design, all of that, as sort of the ambitious project side of things. So that was something I was like passionate about. But engineering for me was like my fallback. So if something in the film, industry never panned out, I would have been like, oh, well, I'm already kind of like good at math. I can just do engineering. But then sort of that drive to create turned into, let's create a tangible product. And I was like, I'd rather have something in my hand than like something just that I could watch or other people could watch. I'd rather create something with a team and be like, all right, we're going to set out to do this like crazy thing, right? So any crazy given project, and see it through. And by the end of it, have something in our hands that would either fly or, do something, like move something, or, something tangible. But
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, sort of went from film and digital media to engineering, instead of like engineering to digital media.
Yeah, same thing. I went into engineering thinking that I want to make tangible things, physical. But I love using my hands. Like not like so much like construction, but more so creating things.
Yeah.
Going into engineering, just I don't know, I didn't feel that drive per se. And when I was doing engineering classes, I was also doing my YouTube, Twitch streaming, still doing all that kind of stuff. And I noticed that I enjoyed that a lot more than any engineering could ever do for me.
Another thing for me was, if let's say I went to film school, right? And I wouldn't say I'm a bad writer. I mean, I know how to write, and I know how to write a good story and storyboard and all of that, and how to direct and produce. And I did that throughout high school. And even if a project was good, being able to sort of present it to the right people was a crazy hard endeavor. So it's different than with engineering, where it's like, it's still, I think every industry, it's, who you know, not what you know. But with engineering, you can definitely be like, okay, this guy's like ahead of himself, and he can definitely lead a team, and then put, pen to paper and start sort of creating a product. And so far in engineering, it's like, I can lead a team of designers, and I could be like, okay, we need to design such thing. And I have the technical know-how to tell them like, all right, this is how you do it. This is, let's train you up. Let's do this course. And then here's what you need to know to, let's say, do like a mechanical design. So with what I learned very easily, very quickly with film, was you could have the best written thing ever, right? Like you could write this whole, saga, and no one could pay attention to it. And I was like, that sucks. But then if you go into engineering, even if you sort of fail in a startup situation, right, where you create your own ideas and all of that, you could still contribute heavily in something in the, defense sector or in the aerospace sector. Or if you're not, like, well, I'm a mechanical engineering, so that's kind of like where you're funneled into. But like, what would be something that mechanical engineers funnel into? Like you could go into the car industry and still sort of climb the ranks, make good money, make great connections. But then you'll be more in like, I can do this. I know how to do this. this is how I'm going to carry on with this team. Where with film, I just did not see that. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to go into something where I can very much rely on my instinct, rely on my like technical know-how instead of relying on what other people think or say. And either way I go, whether it's startup or sort of like big industry for the rest of my life, I think I'm pretty safe. So
yeah, and I get that. It's definitely a lot safer because it's harder in the beginning, but then towards the end, it's safer. With film, it's just it's hard trying to get somewhere in the first place, you know, because it's networking. That's a large part of trying to get a job is networking, knowing people, having connections. You can be the most creative person in the world, but if you don't know the right people and how to take that path to get there, it's kind of hard.
Yeah, exactly. And I thought it would be easier to sort of move up within engineering than with film, because if I was to go into film, let's say, I would want to definitely go up and be a director, be somewhere behind the camera. I wouldn't want to be on camera, right? Like I'd want to be writing, I'd want to be directing, I'd want to be getting ideas out there. And just how hard it is to do that, I was like, you know, you could be doing things for 20 years and at the age of 50, then start sort of like living that dream that you had at 20. And with engineering, I was like, you could have that dream of being a CEO, dream of like directing a group of people or leading a team. And you could get there not in 10 years. I mean, it would still probably be around your 50s when you're actually managing a whole like group of people. But it's like, there's a tangible sort of stairway or, you know, steps that you can take to get to that goal. With film, I had made some connections where it's like, oh yeah, I did, you know, I was acting at the age of 18, and then I was like, oh, I need to like actually start a family, or I need to sort of like get money because rent's expensive. And then they're like, all right, so I went and I worked for a media company, or I worked for something else in the corporate landscape. And then I sort of stumbled my way back into the scene. And I'm like, I don't know if I feel comfortable, you know, doing like all those side steps to get sort of like to a goal that you had maybe 30 years ago. So that's kind of where I was like, you know what, I can sort of spearhead directly to a goal if I'm in engineering.
I totally get that. Like, I really do. It's a responsible kind of decision to make. And I do get it. It's like, and you love engineering, I'm assuming.
No, yeah. I love being an engineer.
It's a really easy decision for you to make. It is hard. I do gotta say, it is hard to get into film with experiencing, not like too much experience, but also hearing stories from other people. It is hard. But if you love it so much, like, I love this. I love doing this. What we're doing right now, this podcast, the first episode, and I'm already like, 10 more episodes, a series, posted on YouTube, Instagram. I want to do the whole thing. This is what I love doing. I feel like what I was made to do.
Being able to do something you love is a big, you know, part of things. People are like, oh, you should go to college if you're going to do something that in the end will be, you know, I guess I want to say fruitful, but I don't think that's like the word to use, but something that will lead to a career that will actually allow you to retire and stuff like that. And honestly, I don't feel the same way. It's like, yeah, you know, I mean, if you go for like an art degree, it's like, I don't know, but definitely there are things where it's like, if you're passionate enough and you love something enough, you go to school and it'll feel like cake, and you'll still be able to reach goals and stuff like that. I mean, imagine I've met people where I actually had a boss whose daughter is an opera singer, and I believe she also was like incredibly inclined into like math or engineering. So I was like kind of like lost. I was like, why would she do opera singing? Like, you know, that's like a whole thing. But I mean, shit, she loves it and she's really good at it. So she tours, and it's like, that's something where it's like, you knew you loved something and you went forward with it, and you never let anyone give you crap for it. So that's definitely,
passion.
yeah,
It's the
exactly.
passion you have for it.
Yeah, if you have enough passion for something, I believe you could definitely reach, the level that you want to reach. And although I had passion for, media, right, like film and screenwriting, I was like, yeah, I have passion for it, but I'm also extremely passionate about math and about science. So I was like, you know what, let's stick with engineering. Let's build up maybe like some money. And then later on, I'll probably get into something more artistic.
Yeah, that's smart.
If in a few years I had like, a bit of money, who knows, maybe I write something and I try selling that, or maybe I get like, I don't know, some connection that can get me something there.
It's just, we took two very different paths. We sort of have like the same beginning, but taking different paths now.
No, yeah.
Now let's see how it turns out, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like that was a great first episode. Kind of short, but
Yeah.
great first episode. We got to talk about passion and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, thank you for coming on. We'll probably see you in episode 2 also.
Yeah, I will be back for episode 2.
Episode 2. Okay. Thank you guys for watching episode 1 of Real Talk. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in episode 2.